Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Nawab Kiazai. As you know that we have started a series of verbs, and you can see in the board, if it is visible, so it is written the kinds of verb part 3. So you can see this is the third video of the verbs, and in last two videos we had discussed about the non-finite verbs. Today once again we are going to discuss about the non-finite verbs, and in short, actually I should tell you that non-finite verbs have three categories, three kinds, you can say. One is gerunds, the other is infinitives, the third is participles. So in the last video we had talked about the gerunds and infinitives, and today we are going to discuss about the participles. Now participles have also three kinds. One is present participle, past participle, perfect participle. So leave perfect participle apart. Today we are going to discuss about the present participle and past participle. Okay. uh, when it comes to perfect participle, so as I said before, leave it apart. Okay, we will talk, we will discuss some other time about it. Okay, so here I want to tell you that now, mm, about the participles, that what participles are. Participles are the words which are formed from verbs and work as adjectives. Okay, simply you can say a word that is formed from the verb but works as an adjective is a participle. So that's why you can call them participle adjectives or verbal adjectives. Okay, so now here in this side, these are present participles and these are past participles. You can say the difference between the present participle and past participle is that when we put ing with the first form of the verb and work as an adjective in a sentence is a present participle, and when it comes to past participle, so whenever the third form of the verb acts as an adjective is a past participle. Okay, so now let's shortly know a little bit that what adjective is. Okay, so adjective is a word that modifies a noun. You can say whenever we want to, you can say uh, give information or talk about a noun and modify a noun, and then we use that word is an adjective. Okay, so now let's come to the sentences. uh, Simply you can say a word that modifies a noun or gives information about the noun is an adjective. Okay, so here in these sentences, you can say present participle sentences, we describe other people, other things, or you can say that animals or whatever they are. Okay, but we here in this category present participles, we mostly do not describe ourselves. Okay, once again you should put it in mind that in present participle we don't describe ourselves. Okay, for example, we do not use the subjects I and we for present participle. if we use it for ourselves, okay, then the sentence seems a little odd or strange, okay. Mostly it does not make sense, okay. The main thing, it does not make sense, okay. So here in this side, past participle, we mostly describe ourselves and also others, our feelings and other people's feelings, their conditions. Sometimes, rarely, you can say the animals' feelings, mostly not, rarely, okay, the animals' feelings and the conditions, the states of non-living things, okay. Here in this side, you can say past participles. We do not use the feeling words for non-living things. Okay? Because non-living things do not have feelings. Okay? Understood? So now let's go to the sentences. Huh. I want to tell you something else. That I have written here, one or two sentences, you can say, mm, uh, which are wrong, you can say, or incorrect, or you can say that they don't make sense, okay. Here also I have written one or two sentences that deliberately I have written them so that I should know about you, that how you can judge them, okay. So at this side also, there are I don't know, one or two, you can say, sentences wrong or incorrect, okay. I will tell you later, you can say, about them. First of all, yes, let's go to the first sentence. The weather is annoying, okay, and here you see, we are annoyed. Now, here, I want to tell you something that, an adjective modifies a noun or a pronoun, because a pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun, okay. So that's why you can say pronoun and noun are brothers and sisters. Okay, we are annoyed, okay. Now here this adjective is modifying this pronoun, the adjective is modifying pronoun. We are annoyed. Why are we annoyed? Or you can say why we are annoyed? Because the weather is annoying. The weather is annoying. Okay, what is annoying? The weather is annoying. Okay, now this adjective modifies this noun. This adjective gives information about the noun weather. Okay, let's go to the second sentence. I was horrified. I was horrified. You can see this adjective. It is again, that modifying the pronoun I. Okay, so how was I? I was horrified. How was I? I was horrified. Why was I horrified? Because I saw a horrifying accident. What kind of accident did I see? I saw a horrifying accident. Okay, how was the accident? Accident was horrifying. Again, this adjective is you can say modifying, giving information about this noun. Okay, what kind of accident? Horrifying accident. Okay, let's go to the third sentence. If I simply say she bought a machine, so it could have been you can say a simple sentence. Okay, so you can see the sentence, she bought a machine. If simply we say, so another, the question is that what kind of machine. There are many kinds of machines, so we don't know what kind of machine. So that's why we have put an adjective here to modify this noun, a washing machine. She has bought, sorry, she bought a washing machine. Okay. Now you can see these all which are written in red are participles, present participles. These all are written in red once again. These are past participles, okay. Now sometimes sometimes not. Mostly they are in their pairs. You can say that that annoying, annoyed, surprising, surprised, interesting, interested, disappointing, disappointed, uh, shocking, shocked, amazing, amazed. Okay, so just this list goes on. Mostly they are like this. Uh, Amazing is okay, say participle, present participle. Amazed is past participle. Interesting is present participle, and interested is past participle. Okay. Uh, Here once again, if I say I met an officer, so now it's a simple question. Okay. Sorry, simple sentence. Now, if you ask that what kind of officer did you meet, then I would say I met a retired officer. A retired officer, okay? Now here we are not talking, here in these both sentences I talked about the feelings, okay? But here I'm not talking about the feelings, okay? Here I'm talking about the state, the condition, okay? Yes. So nothing has happened to a retired officer. He's just a retired officer. Okay. They saw a house. If I simply say, they saw a house, okay? But what kind of house did they see? Then we have to put, I can say an adjective. They saw a burning house, okay? Here I want to tell you something that, sometimes these words we use for the continuation of, can say something, continuation of an action, okay? So here this adjective has been used to show the continuation, okay? This sentence is showing the continuation of an action, that they saw a burning house, means they saw it when it was burning, okay? I can say the action was continuous. Now look at this side. They saw a burned house. They saw a burned house. So can you understand the difference between these two sentences? They saw a burning house. They saw a burned house. Here we are talking about the continuation of the work. Sometimes, as I said before, that sometimes we talk about the continuation of the work. And here we are talking about the perfection of the work. The work is finished. The work has been done already, okay? When they saw it, it was burned. Finished. Okay? So this is the difference. Okay. Uh, Sorry. She, let's go to this side, okay? She was shocked. She was shocked. Now the question is again that why was she shocked? Because she heard the shocking news. Because she heard the shocking news, okay, of her relative's death. Okay. So here it is showing that this sentence or can say such these both sentences or this sentence you know is leaving the impression on this side. Okay, when is something affects me, then I share my feelings. So I use such sentences for that sharing my feelings. Okay, when I describe others, I just use these sentences. Okay, she was shocked. Why was she shocked? Because she heard she heard the shocking news of her relative's death. Okay, now let's go to this side. The cat was frightened. The cat was frightened. Now here we are talking about animals' feelings. Okay, the cat. I'm sorry. I think I had left here. I'm sorry. I had left this sentence that I found a broken glass. Now here, a glass is a non-living thing. Now here we are not talking about the feelings, okay, of a non-living of a glass, but here we are talking about the condition, okay, the state of something, okay, the condition. Okay, so why was the cat frightened? Because the cat saw, or it saw, a frightening dog. When the cat saw a frightening dog, then the cat was frightened. Okay. Now let's go to the last sentence. I am interesting. I am interesting. Now you must be thinking that before I said we do not describe ourselves because we cannot judge ourselves. Okay, when we judge ourselves easily, then we can describe. Okay, so that's why other people you know that you know have there you know that other people you can say have different opinions about us. Okay, we have opinions about others, not about ourselves, because we can say cannot judge ourselves. That's why other people can judge us easily. So as I said before, we do not use the sentences for I and we, the subject I and we mostly do not use these subjects in present participle because these sentences are describing sentences and we cannot describe ourselves. Okay, excuse me. So that's why this sentences this sentence is incorrect. Why? Because I cannot say about myself that I am interesting. Okay? Instead of saying I am interesting, I would say I am interested. I am interested in something. Okay? I am interested in an interesting book. Okay? I am interested in to talk to someone, or can say I am interested in learning English, I am interested in reading books. Like this it's possible. Okay, but we do not say I am interesting. So exactly the same is here. We are boring. We are boring. So how can we say that we are boring? Other peoples can comment about us that we are boring, but we do not, you can say that say about ourselves. We should not describe ourselves that we are boring. Okay, so we don't know whether we are boring or not. Okay, so it is up to others. Okay, it depends on others whether they can say us or not that we are boring. Okay, so that's why we are boring. This sentence is I mean, you can say simply this sentence, these both sentences do not make sense. Okay? They are out of sense. That's why karaf. Okay? So these both sentences are incorrect. We do not use ing for ourselves. Okay? Ing is for describing, and we do not describe ourselves. Okay? Understood? Now here there's a sentence. The marker is terrified. The marker is terrified. So what do you think about this sentence? So you may remember that I said before that we do not uh, say or use such sentences about the non-living things. The sentence that shows their feelings, because here we are talking about a feeling terrified, but marker is a non-living thing. Okay, marker does not feel. That's why we can say marker is broken, marker is dropped. Okay, etc. We can use such sentences for the conditions. Okay, but we do not say marker is frightened, marker is terrified, marker is amazed. Okay, sometimes for animals we use okay, say feeling words. Okay, sometimes they feel, but mostly the animals do not. Only okay, say people, only men can feel such things. Okay, so once again this sentence is Incorrect. Why? Because the marker is terrified. Marker cannot be terrified. Sometimes the things can be terrifying, okay, but not terrified, okay. Terrified, the meaning is completely different. Terrifying means that the person or animal or that situation, leaves an impression on you. Then you discuss about your feelings, that what that person, or you can say that thing, animal did to me. Now I am in this situation, in this condition, okay. So I hope you have understood the concept fully. So this is enough for today. Until the next meeting, stay tuned.